Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the mini podcast Monday Motivation, brought to you by Dominate Your Day. I started Monday Motivation as a space for mini episodes to share inspiring ideas and thoughts for leaders in the workplace. As a former corporate leader, I know what it feels like just to need a little boost of inspiration each week. In each episode, I'll share a topic to motivate and empower you. So today and this month, we're talking about the self-development theme. And today we are talking about productivity. So this has been a big focus of mine over the last 3 years as I developed the Strengths Journal to help people live in their strengths daily. And I really want to figure out how we can unlock focus. And one of the books that I've come across this month that I want to share with you is on Cal Newport's pivotal book, Deep Work: Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World. Newport represents a compelling argument for the value of deep concentration in today's distraction-saturated era, pointing that the capacity to engage intensely with cognitively demanding tasks is both uncommon and valuable. I don't know about you, but I get distracted so easily. And it's like putting the phone away, trying to listen when I'm working with somebody right in their, on a Zoom, trying to put all those 90,000 thoughts away. But I want to introduce you to what Cal talks about in this book. He introduces the notion of deep work as a state of heightened focus that can dramatically enhance productivity and foster the creation of high quality work. So Newport outlines there's various strategies for achieving deep work, and each needs a deliberate effort. So there's different ones I'm going to review with you today, and then we can talk through them. The first one is the monastic approach. It involves, just like what you think, it involves actually eliminating distractions in a monk-like fashion. The bimodal method, which is the second one, kind of sets aside extended periods for focused work. That's like, I'm going to just block out the whole day and I'm going to work on this, and that's all I'm going to do. And then there's the third one, which is the rhythmic technique. That's where you establish regular intervals for deep work. So you might do a couple projects, answer a couple emails, and then go right into some deep work and then go back to your emails. That one's harder for me. And then there's the journalistic strategy, which is where you just take those spontaneous opportunities within your daily schedule to just engage in some focus work. Newport's book serves not only as an argument for the critical importance of deep focus, but also the practical manual for developing this skill, offering actionable advice to minimize distractions and boost efficiency. So as you're thinking this month about self-development and you're trying to figure out what is that one thing I haven't gotten done this month, what is that one thing I've been procrastinating, I want to give you some action items. So remember, number one, that multitasking and distraction are the enemies of productivity. So what you can do is prioritize tasks daily and set specific times for deep work sessions. And it all goes back to intentionality. If you say, okay, from 8 in the morning till 10 in the morning, no distractions, I'm going to be focused, and that's my deep work, no interruptions. It's really up to you to put the boundaries on and make that happen. There are different strategies for achieving deep work, and they all require intention. So number two, why don't you experiment with different deep work strategies? Try the monastic, the bimodal, the rhythmic, and the journalistic. Test them and try them out. I've been working on a couple of these, and it depends on what I've got to get done. If I'm in a deep content development mode, I might go monastic. But if it's more of, I need to make sure I get some things written within a certain period of time and I don't need all day to do it, then I'll go rhythmic. Those two work the best for me, but I'd love to hear of those what works for you. And then third, focus your brain and be selective about your use of technology. In other words, don't be checking your phone all day for social media. Figure out a time of the day that you want to do social media, and that's your social media hour. It could be the same for your email. Maybe you only answer email in the morning at a certain time, in the evening at a certain time. I was talking to somebody today and they said that they had decided to quit their job because they never could get their work done because they were meeting so much, and they did not want to work through the evenings and on the weekends. And so they were able to put the boundaries up and find a job that worked for them and give themselves that time for focused work. And it really helps your brain be a lot more selective about what you're thinking about. And then fourth, schedule both work and free time. Now, this is what a lot of us don't do. And I started doing this year with my workout schedule and also with my friends. And really, that's my free time, but I need to schedule it. So think about how you're going to schedule both your work and your free time. And one of the things you can do is just create your daily schedule that includes blocks of time for both, that work, leisure, rest, or ensuring, that you've got that balanced approach to productivity and well-being. So pick one or two of these to test out this week, and I'd love to hear from you what's working, and share with me what's working, what's not working. And then just quickly before we finish today, most listeners don't yet follow the podcast. Every additional follower we get helps us to raise the profile of the podcast and bring you more episodes. So if you can do one thing for us today, then please hit that follow button and get updated whenever we put new content live. But if you can do a second thing for us today, could you please share this podcast with a friend? Thanks for listening, and tune in next